haven't played that long, but if adversity comes our way, to seize it, and he took it extremely literal. So, to me, it's like, all right, perfect. What are you going to do? I think it was so valuable because it was the first play. And, he came back as I would expect. But the rep, he had already put himself there before. What happens when that happens? It was on a play that he's had a lot of success with, and he threw a pick. So we got behind the sticks, and I think we had like a 14 or 15 play drive that was critical on 3 or 4 third downs on it. So that is exactly what preseason's for. That's why you want somebody to play. I'm glad he got it out of the way. But more importantly, the team didn't blink. The team had a pretty short field to defend, right? And what a momentum swing that is when your defense can come up and not bat an eye, hold a team for to not have points, and then progress from there. So I was happy with the way the team responded to that.
What were your thoughts on Tua having almost put himself in harm's way to make the tackle on the interception, and then also taking his first hit in a while?
No, I mean, it was it's not if but when. These are things that you prepare for. I didn't feel anything except that it was I wasn't imagining his first play that he was going to tackle somebody on it, but he's as prepared as one can be. So I'm not. If I was surprised that it happened, and/or if I was surprised, I'd have my eyes blindfolded and earplugs in my ears. Like that happens, the part of football, and you have to prepare for that, which he does.
What led to the 200-plus rushing yard performance?
I think there's a lot of individual effort. There's inches in the game of football, and especially with a penetrating front like Houston has. You have to be on your P's and Q's. A lot of people have to execute things, and then people have to make plays when the opportunity is there. So I think the starting with the offensive line, the tight end group, and the receivers all blocked, and we had some ball carriers make some plays in tight windows, and it's cool for guys to get rewarded for all the work that goes on unseen.
Similarly, how rewarding was it to see Savon do it? And obviously, you have Jeff, and then were you kind of leading that group? You have Devon and even Miles who didn't play, but to see him kind of come out here and do what he did.
Yeah, it didn't surprise me at all, but I was very happy for him because he's the consummate pro that focuses on the right things, which is when my opportunity is there to make the most of it. When you have that type of mindset, that enables you to be the best version of yourself and take advantage of the opportunities when they do come. So I was happy for him to just really seize the moment and do some really good things running the ball and in the receiving game.
How was Skyler? What did you think of Skyler?
I thought Skyler did a great job handling everything. He, that's what you want to see. Is you want to see from him. There was the how fast he was getting in and out of the huddle. You can tell was an emphasis from him as well as it was for me. And he didn't get bogged down with a play. There were some plays that he'd want back, but then he continued to press forward and try to make some plays, and I think he did a great job of that. Some on schedule, some off schedule, and the key will be to go watch the tape and get better from that moving forward.
Similarly, I know you indicated before that Skylar played before Mike, but outside of leaving for injury, Skylar played the entire game. So what was kind of the thought process behind that, and how do you kind of perceive the preseason game?
Well, I just think you have to balance opportunities, and there's so many compounding variables with opportunities. So, you get playing time, but who are the eligibles? Who's the offensive line? You want it to be settled on the field, and it doesn't just go into game performance. It's game performance on things that, there's a lot of times I'm calling plays for them, less like concerned about the defense and like, hey, we repped this play, we talked about it at length, I want to see what he does, those type of things. So you just try to balance that stuff out across the board with every position.
What is the latest update on Juwan Armstead? How is he doing after leaving Thursday's practice?
He's doing well, optimistic, and we avoided anything too substantial in terms of a timeline. I'm not really worried about it. I'm just worried about him getting right as fast as possible, which I know he'll do.
What have you been told about A-Chain and or Rob Jones?
I think A-Chain's a shoulder. We'll find more out tomorrow. Rob Jones, we'll find some more out tomorrow too. I believe it's a lower extremity, but not. They're going to find a lot more information with imaging. I think it's held true to what they're collectively, the coaching staff headed by Vic, and the defense in general as a group of people. They want to continue to progress and get better. There's a big part of playing defense that as a team we talk about a ton. That is, yards are cool, but they have to get in the end zone, and being that mindset is kind of very similar to that of the team's mindset with adversity. Like sometimes you'll give stuff up, don't worry about it. You finish, they don't. That's what you're trying to get done, and it's always fun when defensive units are getting better in a real way, not because of anything but their details, their technique, and their fundamentals.
Is Lester Cotton dealing with an injury, or why was he inactive?
Yeah, he had something minor. He probably, like, if we were like, hey, I mean, he wanted to go, but I didn't think it was fair to him to gut through something and put the potential of having tape put out there that's not a reflection of how he's been playing. So we held him out, but he wants to get on the field in the worst way, and we'll be excited for that.
Mike, I saw Tua doing some dance moves at some point. How would you describe the sense that you get from him about what today meant to him?
I think you're highlighting a great point. I think he's finding himself as a man, and he's doing it alongside teammates. And I think that this, when you're been doing something for that long, you're just enjoying the process day in, day out. He is so comfortable in his skin, and so his zest for life is so strong now as a father and a husband and a quarterback, and he is enjoying, he's worried about the right stuff. Like, you throw a pick first play. That's not ideal. But you focus on, okay, well, most people, might let that linger and have an effect on how you approach everything else. As a competitor, I'm going to try to not have that be the case. And I think all of that fits within him and his development and where he's at. And I'm excited to see him every day. And he's got a really cool new tattoo, so that's cool too.
Last question. Did you approach this game as sort of the dress rehearsal of the preseason, if there even is such a thing still?
No, I literally didn't even decide who was going to play until, like, you guys will believe me at some point, like literally the day before, because it made sense. And then I felt like the team had a lot of guys needed tape. They needed a game to do good or bad, doesn't matter, but something you're practicing for so long. They were ready for that. I think that there's something we're trying to get done every single time we're able to go on the field, whether it's practice or a preseason game. Whether or not certain guys play will be our educated best guess as to what helps and what hurts people moving forward. So there may be less, there may be more. We'll see how the week progresses, how we are health-wise, and what guys need to do to best prepare for the regular season.
Thank you.
Cool.